a different stream than what I used to do. As you noticed, there's this random text that I have on screen. This is the INAP podcast. It's the INAP podcast. It stands for I Need a Project Podcast. It's a great acronym. I came up with it a couple days ago. Funny thing about this, I was originally going to record this 2 days ago because I had time. It was the evening. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this now. And then my computer decided to just not have it. Right? And so now we're here. God damn it. Give me 1 second. Alright, there we go. We're back. So anyways, so yeah. And then yesterday I didn't have time because I was busy. And I barely have any time today. So I had to do it right when I woke up. And I woke up late, which is always great. But what are we talking about? Talking about Catcher in the Rye. And I have some notes coming up. I'm kind of just going to discuss some characters, Holden, his downfall, probably what happens in the book a little bit. And I also have music, so it's not just me talking, because I really can't just talk, and I need to turn that down for the audio mixer. I probably should have tested this. So yeah, anything I say is going to be said to my English teacher. Hi, English teacher. The reason why I did a podcast is because I'm like, I speak online. I have a Twitch channel. Screw it. And yeah, now we're here. It's gonna be so weird just talking to like my computer screen, like without anything there. It's kind of just the PNG, but it's fine. So today's first talking point is Holden himself. He's not a normal kid, let's be honest here. He's dropped out of 4 schools and gets beaten up. He gets kicked out into the streets. He tries to make friends with anyone he meets. He's really just kind of looking for connection with anyone. He talks to he asks a random taxi driver if he wants to get a drink. He's just kind of looking for whoever. He talks to a lot of his older teachers, and they kind of give him advice. I think it's his old English teacher. I forget his name. Do I have my bag in here? Yeah, I'm gonna get the book. I probably should have been way more prepared for this, but I always have the motto that I am professionally unprofessional. You always gotta do that. So, anyways, Holden, yeah, he's looking for connection. That's the only thing he really wants is connection. He has connections with Phoebe, so that's what ultimately makes him go home towards the end. And so, yeah, I'm reading this backwards, but it's fine. So, yeah, I'm really tired, so my brain's not completely thinking, but it's fine. Holden literally goes for any length for connection, and at the end of the book, in the psychiatric ward or wherever he is, he talks about the guy, old Maurice, beat him up because he didn't pay him. Because he got beaten up by Maurice. Yep. And he got beaten up by Maurice. He's like, I even missed that old Maurice. I think that's literally the exact quote. This is what we call a Catcher in the Rye. So yeah, he's in a psychiatric ward at the end because he's actually getting help because he's trying to make connection, and the entire time the book he's not talking to the reader, he's talking to whoever's watching him in whatever mental hospital he is. So yeah, he's looking for connection. Alright, we did that one. I really hope the music is not too loud, because that would really suck for me. I'm gonna put it lower in my volume mixer. Okay, I think it actually is pretty quiet. I think we're good. So yeah, that's that. That's this one. Is Holden actually crazy? I'm gonna get into some more sensitive topics now. Is Holden actually not really sensitive, but just more personal? This is the real character development. I don't know, or I might not. Who knows? But anyways, Holden. I need to lower this. Sorry, I'm really just trying to keep this. Holden, I don't think is crazy. I think he's just going in the wrong direction. I think if someone was just actually his friend, he would have turned out way better than how he ended up. So yeah, that's just my opinion, but I think it's because one, he keeps connection. I don't think he's crazy. I think he just needs help, because in my opinion, nobody's crazy. Everyone's just a bit different. He might be. I think he is a bit violent though, because instead of saying like, "Oh, I just want to punch them," or whatever, he's like, "I want to like jam a toothbrush down their throat and slit their throat." It's great. It's great. Anyways, so yeah, that's like, I don't know why I keep going. So yeah. Um. So now we're gonna talk about how characters relate to Holden. You know, I probably should have done this when I woken up more, but it's fine. It's fine. It will be fine. I think I'm doing pretty well, considering this is my first ever podcast and me really trying to speak on a topic, which is going to be great practice for what I end up picking for my career. But it's fine. Um, so how do characters relate to each other? So we have DB, his brother. We don't actually learn what DB stands for. Nobody knows. Um, DB works for Hollywood, and Holden hates like the movies and that sort of stuff. He he think he thinks that all of them are phonies, like they're all fake and none of them are actually real people. Which is like, maybe not really though. So he doesn't have that good of a relationship with his brother because his brother's always out. Next we're gonna talk about Phoebe. Phoebe is his little sister. His little sister. He loves her very much, dearly. She's like the only person he'll talk to, because the one thing that Holden really likes in people is innocence. Sorry, I'm just looking for a character's name. I probably should have had this outlined way better, but it's fine. So, so yeah, Phoebe is like his little sister. He sneaks into the house at one point just to see her, which I think is great. And I'm switching to the next song because I've heard the same one. It's not as good as the video I originally had, but it's fine. So, and then we're gonna talk about Sally. Sally is his girlfriend. They date. He tries to coax her into like leaving, like with him and like going somewhere. And she yells at him. They fight, and then they don't break up. They just kind of stop talking, but they still like each other. I'm pretty sure. What other I'm like really drawing a blank. I'm so like my brain needs to. And we're gonna talk about like what I think some of the themes of the book are. Now this is where I don't have any notes further from here, so we're just gonna wing it. Alright. So, I think a big theme of this book, well, more like a topic, is like growing up and innocence. And you can't really prevent innocence from being taken. Because people have to grow up eventually. It's a sad fact. I don't want to grow up because I have to do stuff like be responsible. But I'm fine with having responsibilities. That was a joke. But like, it's just the thought that everyone around you is slowly changing and getting older that really scares me. Alright. And sometimes having an uncertain future is very nerve wracking. Anyways, enough about me, more about the book. And it conveys like the themes of innocence with different characters and how Holden views those characters. Like how he views Phoebe, how Phoebe is so innocent and great, but then Sally is like the exact opposite. She likes the Broadway shows, which are in Holden's eyes are phony. This book, overall, I think this book was good. I enjoyed reading it. It was, it was a good book. It's a good read. I don't think I could read it again. I don't think it's one of those books you can read multiple times, in my opinion. But then again, I don't read much. Well, then again, I can't really say that because I've read a lot of books lately for some reason. So, anyways, that was the iNap podcast. Otherwise, the I Need a Project podcast. The second edition of this podcast will come out whenever I need a project idea. So, end of stream. And we want one thing normal, like my normal stream, so we're gonna have the end of stream music. Because normally, contrary to what you might think, I play video games on stream. I don't normally podcast on stream. So, anyways, I actually really enjoyed this project. Although I think I did pretty okay. I actually really enjoyed this much more than I thought I would. I need to I think for next time, what I'm gonna try and do is try to find something to do. But anyways, thanks for watching or listening because you got to stare at this one PNG of some of my favorite video game characters on screen. An image I stole from Twitter. But I really enjoyed making this. Thank you for listening, and I'm ready, and I'm signing off. I really like this song, by the way.